Showtime girls, live camera, showtime. Now let's have a little bit of fun now. Now let's have a little bit of fun now. Now let's have a little bit of fun now. Now let's have a little bit of fun now. Now let's have a little bit of fun now.
All right, welcome in everyone. We are restreaming the Korean finals today, Korean Championship finals. It's going to be some very exciting matches. We're going to be starting off with a match between Bamgi and Shirahone, both of which performed phenomenally yesterday. My name is Foxspeed, and I am commentating with Kamato today.
Hi, hello.
And we're going to be showing you some phenomenal matches. Yesterday,
It was yesterday was a really exciting day. It was winners bracket, I believe, and we saw our top 4 players contend for a spot in the grand finals, and it was frankly breathtaking for a while, and then I had to disconnect due to my internet service provider decision that I was not good enough. But yeah, we still did go through the what am I even talking about? I'm sorry, I'm playing chess. Not much of a speaker when I'm playing chess. But yeah, we are going to have some very exciting matches today in the losers bracket side of things. had absolutely insane consistency yesterday, and yeah, just took the win from everyone's hands, even the star, the tournament favorite, and as well as the current standing I think like number 2 in Korea, right? So yeah, Bazzi, absolutely insane performance in the tournament so far. But yeah, we are if things if we are going to see Bazzi perform again today for a we are going to see Bazzi today trying to win everything in the grand finals. But before that, some very exciting matches between our runner-ups here. We've got we've got Bamye and Shiro Hone, also known as M2U. I cannot speak today. What is wrong with me? Got Bamye versus M2U today. Both are very downstack reliance, very speed reliance, but M2U does come out on top when it comes to aggressiveness, and yeah, definitely a very balanced matchup. Definitely a very interesting dynamic to see. There's no dynamic, but that in itself is quite interesting because as I mentioned yesterday, right? If both players play with the same style, at one point you're going to reach criticality, right? But if you pitch Bamye against M2U, that's rarely ever going to happen. They both really they both really enjoy their time at the bottom and just play off of their opponent's pressure, and it's, I don't know, it might make for very, very long games, or alternatively it may make for very chaotic games where they really try different things and try and take the control out of their opponent's hands. So yeah, definitely a matchup that's I don't know, it's hard to predict anything. What do you think, Fox?
Just looking at stats here, it seems as though MTU has the slight speed advantage. Although, as we've seen with how Bazzi plays, he slows himself down deliberately to make sure he's getting very accurate plays. He's not making any misdrops, which has actually cost a lot of the runners-up rounds from Bazzi, as his very accurate placements and a little bit slower allows him to play a little bit more defensive game, making sure to receive only enough garbage to attack back with and never leave himself open to topping out early.
Yeah. So speed is not everything. The Koreans are known for being absolute speed demons. They can play fast. They will play fast, but it's a question of choice, right? So with Bazzi, he chose to prioritize efficiency and consistency, right? And with his playstyle being like that, even when he misdropped, it wasn't that much of a misdrop, right? It was more of a feint, right? To bait his opponent into a false sense of security. I talked about this yesterday, but it was wonderful stuff coming out from Bazzi. Yeah, speed isn't everything when it comes to these top Korean players, and stats lie, and more often than not, they always lie when it comes to Korean players. Even Kwalpai, who's known for his extreme efficiency at 2 PPS, can sprint and get a sub 22 on Tetria. It's amazing. It's the question of choice here for these players. They can burst. They can always, bursting is always an option for them. They can go up to 4.2 PPS, 4.5 almost. But they always try to get they try to aim for a more consistent playstyle more than using speed to trample all over their opponent, which is very interesting. So here in the stats, we see a little bit of a change in stats on M2U's profile page here from yesterday. I think he played some. I think he played some Tetra League to like warm himself up or something before this. Yeah, we've got Coffee in chat. Yeah, welcome. Yeah, I'm Komoto, casting with Fox here. It's going to be a very good stream. We've got player interviews over in the Korean stream, I believe. So you can head out over there if you understand Korean, or if you'd like to listen to the players' voices. Yeah, top 4 player in South Korea. We've got Bamye M2U battling it out right now for a spot to qualify in the playoffs. So, yeah, it's going to be a very interesting matchup. Bamye, M2U, both obviously I wouldn't say are slowing down that much, but obviously are slowed down considerably from the top speed they can think. And I'd like to see what strategies they've got for the upcoming game. I think Bamye has always been a bit more of a safe player than M2U. So, yeah, let's get right into it. We got, by the way, if you're not familiar with the format, we've got 5 first to 3 sets to determine the winner. We've got Bamye opening up with MS2 here, and M2U going for a bit of a safer approach and stacking that thing garbage coming up from DCC. Bamye not being able to find anything more will opt for the mid-game safety right now. Okay, and we've got mid-game. We've got equilibrium in the mid-game as well. Fox, you still there?
Yes, I was just about to speak. And MTU taking the first round of the sets today by just ramping up pressure towards the end. I forgot what I was going to say.
Very nice. You see MS2 coming out from Bamye. Not going to be too much of a problem for M2U though, I think. No? Oh, we're going to hesitate for that down stack there. M2U waited too long on that down stack, and Bamye took the win 1-1, first to 2 for both players. Bit of an interesting TKI solution there from M2U. Not going to be able to find the LSD though, so we've got mid game. MTU compromising the stack a little bit for that down stack.
And he's sitting at a very clean board as MTU has faced that pressure of those early compromises of the stack and losing the round to it.
Yeah. I mean, found a very good sequence there, very beautiful parity, very opportune. Interesting PCO solution from Bamye. It's not a solution, it's a plan B, so to speak. Okay, we've got M2U up against the wall right now, going to be able to find the skim to get down. Bamye. Yeah.
And, pushing back on Bamye. Both of which are reaching the bottom of their boards. Running this garbage back and forth.
He's going to find the knight. Oh, a bit annoying here as he tries the down stack. And that is going to get converted into a 6-3. MTU having a bit of a problem with the stack. That's going to be able to find the down stack from there, as well as the skim get completely out of that situation as Bamye's turn against the wall.
Both players pushing each other to pick up speed as the match goes on, both of them reaching upwards of 3.6 pieces per second.
Yeah. Both fighting desperately for that control of the pace. Very interesting.
And he down stacking a little bit faster than MTU and a little bit cleaner. But MTU pushing all of it back to take another round, bringing us to a match point.
Tiebreaker. Love to see it. Got PCO versus PCO though. I was hoping for a pass through would make for a very interesting dynamic. But it's going to be BAMJ making the mistake, and it's going to be M2U making that PC, that third PC I believe it was. Very, very well done. It was either third PC or EPC. Probably third PC. I couldn't see it. Yeah, very well played coming out from both players here. BAMG making a little bit of an unfortunate mistake at the end there, giving up the set to M2U. Very good showing. Very unfortunate mistakes, but
setting the pace of this this day with a decider right off the bat.
Very nice conversion coming out from BAMG. M2U not going to be able to find too much and gets barely topped out. One more line was all he needed to survive there. Once again coming up with BAMG. If you're new, learn MS2. It's got like 100% build rate. Very strong opener. Yeah, M2U extremely risky setups and going to have to pay the price for it. Did not have the Q for it. Did not have the T pieces, and now is going to have to skim through everything and makes his way out.
MTU really picking up speed to dig out of there, hitting almost 4.0 pieces per second.
Yeah, I saw like a burst of about like estimation. I think it was about 4.3, 4.5 PPS burst.
Huge 13 spike from MTU right after that clean, putting the pressure back on BAMG.
MTU playing it a bit safe right now, not exactly what he wants, but is exactly what BAMG needs to get out of the situation.
But MTU refuses to relinquish pressure, pushing down further and further in their stack while BAMG has to keep fending off that garbage.
Yeah. Ooh. M2U finding a brilliant sequence, converting into a TSB Tetris. Very well played. BAMG gets knocked out. Yes, again, another first to two coming out from both players. BAMG did not have the TPs. Very unfortunate. Q had down stack. MTU right now digging a few cheese and will convert it into a 6-3. Very opportune stack for spiking. Ooh, M2U finding an absolutely brilliant combo extension out of a misroll. Okay, it's not a misroll, it's probably calculated.
Double Tetris from BAMG, putting a heavy amount of pressure back onto MTU.
It's going to be BAMG on the ropes here. Struggling with that 8-1 down stack. Found it in time though, and now it's going to be M2U trying to... Ooh, put that misroll on the eyepiece. Wasting an eyepiece on line 18. Things look to be very brutal, but he does find a way out.
It looks like there was a misdrop on the BAMG's board, leaving him with a lot of color to clear out. Unable to reach that garbage in giving MTU the point because of it.
Oh no, Bamye making these misdrops once again and will give up the set due to the misdrops. We keep seeing Bamye misdropping and missing these wins. Very unfortunate.
Brings us to 2-0, MTU in favor.
Yeah. 3 more sets. Bamye really needs to step up his game here. I'd like to see some more consistency on that, but it's hard to say.
Took a good back for TKI.
And both players do go for it.
Ooh, big misdrop from Bamge.
Yeah, very good sequence finding coming out from M2U, and Bamge misdropping was the cherry on top. M2U taking the first round in his set.
Very powerful opener from Bamge.
Both players had perfect players, but it's going to be M2U. Who's going to be dictating the pace of the mid game from now on. Bamge has to find a down stack here.
Bamge finding a really clean dig down combo, putting a lot of pressure back onto MTU.
M2U is still the one with the microphone here, though. That 3 back-to-back 4.
Bamge shrugs it off and keeps
5,
his board from getting any
6.
deeper.
Insane back-to-back chaining him up from M2U. That entire sequence was absolutely insane. Bamge just could not take everything. M2U, the conversions, the TSDs, it's too clean. Ooh, M2U finding a very brilliant down stack combo, and Bamge with a misdrop will have to give up an entire set.
MTU
looks
as though they're bringing in a very just overwhelming attack force mindset into the day.
Yeah. M2U, after losing to Bazzi, has decided no more giving up the pace. No more of that. I'm going to take control of things now. And Bamge is going to be the one at the short end of the stick here. 3-1. 3-0 actually.
After
MTU finding himself in a very difficult situation there, could not down stack out of there, did not have the speed, did not have the Q. Very unfortunate stuff. Bamge making a little bit of a misdrop in the opening parts of the game. Not going to be too much of a problem though, will convert everything into an insane sequence. Oh, but going to make a lot of mistakes on line 18, greeding out for the TSBs and cannot find it. Interesting solutions enough from Bamge. M2U, both players relative equilibrium, but it's going to be M2U is going to be able to find the sequences here.
Bamge keeping his board very clean, learning from his mistakes.
M2U absolutely insane TSD, TST sequence into a Tetris. Very well done. Donation TST into a Tetris as well. Deadly attack.
Both boards starting off with a pseudo 6-3 stacking.
Ooh, Bamge barely finding himself safe after getting a very fortunate kill.
Big 20 spike from Bambi, keeping M2U at the top of the board. I promise I'll stop calling them my hometown football team.
Just docked yourself. Right, oh, but M2U absolute dominance here. Takes it to set point. Insane showing coming out from Shirahone.
Yeah, Shirahone is on that revenge quest. They want to get back at Bazzi.
Yeah.
They're getting taken out in the first match yesterday. Sent losers bracket in the first match yesterday. There's a fire out of them. You can see it. Poor Bambi getting the short end of the stick here, as you said. Easy from MTU, but having to accept some garbage.
I can't tell if I'm the one having internet problem or if it's Fox. Like, the Fox sounds a bit robotic to me. Is it me? Okay, you've got packet last Fox. If you've got warp limit on. Okay, while Fox is resolving that, I will temporarily take over for a little bit. Very good donation, very beautiful donation coming out from M2U. Going to do a bit of a counter 4 as well. Another counter 4. A lots of pressure coming out to Bamge right now, who's playing it extremely safe. Afraid of all that pressure. But it's going to prove useful now as M2U is lifting up a little bit here and is going to have to downstack. But M2U does not relent. Ooh, very nice spike coming up from Bamge. Was that you, Fox? Oh, yeah, Fox, you're normal now. Yeah, welcome back.
Thank you.
Ooh, very deadly spikes one after the other. And yet, no one's dead. Ooh, M2U taking M2U taking a lot of risk right now. For that pace. He does not relent. He does not want to relent. He's taking all the risky setups he sees and it's proving to be extremely lethal, but Bamge is not faltering in the slightest bit, and Bamge takes the win. Insane round coming out from both players. Bamge just survives through everything. M2U finding absolutely brilliant sequences, and yet it was not enough.
Bambi's back in Go Corner, no choice but to give it everything they have. As it being set full point, this is close to elimination for Bambi.
Yeah, no more saving stamina. He's pressing on that pedal. He's trying his damnedest, but M2U pressure is a wonder to behold. That was a Neo TST, I think it was called. Beautiful sequences coming out from M2U right now, does not relent, and Bamge sooner or later will find himself in a very difficult situation. Yeah, that is not now. Bamge finding these, very beautiful conversions.
Bambi with his donation set up into a 23 down stack, but M2U is not giving up. Returning a lot of that garbage as Bambi has a pretty messy board.
Ooh, M2U reading his hearts out right now, and it's not paying off. And as much as I love how M2U is playing right now, Bamye is not like faltering in the slightest bit.
And using very creative downstacking combos, using every piece that they can to its fullest.
Now it's Bamye's turn, and now M2U is going to have to find a way to downstack it, and finds it, and Bamye perishes under the might. Oh my god. Extremely brilliant sequences coming out from M2U, and yet Bamye finds a way to counter-attack, and yet M2U does not perish. It did not. He just survived. Both players doing insane things right now in this set point.
Envy holding the pace strong. Ooh, a misdrop's gonna change that. Can't get the SRS on that Z piece.
Ooh! And a misdrop ends it all. Hiro Hone takes the win. I don't know what to say. Insane showing coming out from both players, but it was Shiro Hone who came out on top with more consistency throughout that entire like match. We saw Shiro Hone misdrop like what? How many times? Once or twice? No, it's not the end yet. Oh, okay, it's not the end yet. Yeah, okay. We saw Shiro Hone misdropping like what, once or twice? That's insane! On 3.7 BPS, no less.
MTU holding a strong 4 PPS in the start of this match, really dictating that pace, forcing Bamye to win. What? Using all of that garbage and taking. I suppose just waiting and using that garbage, using the pace MTU set to wait for them to clear their board, have nothing to defend with, and just send it all back.
He played off of the garbage extremely well, and I guess a little bit lucky as well. Yeah, he wasn't really like waiting. It was like 3.7 PPS. So it's very nice. Very nice win come out from Bamye. New round though. We got mid game now. It's one. Going to have to find a way to douse that through this. Ooh, finds a brilliant sequence. Goes down stack, but it's not going to be enough. M2U's pressure is just too much. Bamye.
3 layers of cheese. There wasn't much Bamye could do to down stack there, having to cover up future holes to keep that down stack going.
Yeah, if you send clean, you can tank it. If you send cheese, you can cancel it. If you're M2U and you're sending both, like you're sending clean and then cheese, that's a death sentence. Nothing you can do. But as I was saying that, Bamye is finding an absolutely brilliant spiking sequence, and MTU just did not have a response to it. Ooh, MTU almost finding a PC there, not going to be in time, and we see a little bit of hatchery.
Turning into a 15 spike.
Yeah, I keep saying it. Even M2U, insane consistency. Even when he misdrops, he finds a way out so quickly and so efficiently. It's awe-inspiring almost.
Another misdrop from Bamye, but he quickly cleans it up, having to sacrifice a lot of stack to do so. Following it up with a 14 spike, as MTU has a very clean board, a very fortunate well in that garbage. Bambi getting caught up on that SRX again on the T-spin. Pole vault over some pieces. The T-piece was already down on the stack.
Oh, Bambi finding a beautiful sequence there. Going to miss drop though. Life and death.
Very fortunate tuck from Bambi, but not finding the right pieces to climb out of that hole.
Oh, almost got out alive. The T-piece needed to be on the left, but he accidentally dashed it to the right, and there was no way out anymore. And in spectacular fashion, Shirohone takes the win.
Full sweep from Shirohone, despite Bambi's best efforts. What a phenomenal match. Shirohone really digging deep and wanting to get back at Bazzi really takes the turn back.
But I'm kind of worried that like after like this match and the next one, even if he wins, he's not going to be able to, he's not going to have the stamina for that, is he? So it's a bit worrying. This is very impressive showing, don't get me wrong, but how long can you keep that up for, right? You have the speed, you have the sight for it, but how much is your stamina, right? It's and even if he wins in the grand finals once, it's bracket reset, and all of a sudden it's hard to say. It's and now his opponent is Star, someone who thrives in giving his opponent the pacing, right, the pressure, right, and Star really enjoys letting his opponent doing whatever they want. But that is
in turn is going to drag out these matches, because if MTU is playing a very offensive game, and we know Star is really good at turning offense into defense, and turning it back on their opponent, we're really going to see MTU's stamina tested here.
Yeah. And that's if we're assuming like MTU wins, right? So but yeah, and we can't really say anything as of now. Star versus MTU, extremely unpredictable dynamic. MTU rolled up today with a completely new approach to the game, and it's hard to say. MTU yesterday was kind of awkward with his decision making and stuff like that, and but today we see it's like a 3.7 PPS Bazzi basically. But yeah, I don't know. Star did lose to Bazzi in the end, but it's hard to say. As MTU does make more, Shirohone does make more mistakes, a lot more mistakes than our current grand finalist. So yeah, if Star finds a way to exploit those mistakes and exploit them consistently, it's hard to say, right? On one hand, if you have the pacing of the match within your grabs, it's you have the definite advantage. But on the other hand, Star lost that, right? So I don't know.
Star is very good at turning that that disadvantaged state of having a lot of garbage coming into a very powerful kind of like a backlog of garbage to send back. So we've seen them top out a lot when they focus on their own stack rather than clearing their garbage and just down stacking, because they often will focus too hard on building that stack.
And they get too comfortable. It's like they're not afraid. It's weird. Start something like fear keeps you alive, right? So fear isn't a bad thing. It keeps you alive. But it's like he thrives in it so much he doesn't even think about it. And that's the gap where I think Shirohone can exploit, right?
And it's going to be a hard exploitation. They're gonna have to probably slow down and take on Star a little bit differently than they did with Bamgi, because they just used full overwhelming force to get rid of Bamgi.
Yeah. And it works. And Manga just could not even didn't even have a say. We should have censored that entire part of the stream. Oh my god, it was brutal. Oh yeah. I don't know. It's very, very interesting matchup to say the least. Going to be a fun one. Definitely. I predict, tell you what, I predict Star is going to have the edge in the beginning. No, actually, Shirahone is going to have the edge in the beginning, but then Star gets used to the pressure. And when Star gets used to it, he's going to start to make a comeback. That's my prediction. That's what I think is going to happen.
I think Shirahone is going to come out Shirahone is going to come out swinging, having warmed up, hoping that Star has also warmed up in the brief time the M2U was doing unsavory things to Bambi.
Unsavory. Yeah, we our next match should be coming in a little bit.
Very soon. I think we're having a short break.
A minute.
These two have the exact same Tetris rating in Tetrio.
Yeah. Very, very close. But Star hasn't played for a while, so there's that. Star's laughing in chat. There's there's only one character in Korean I can read, and it's laugh.
I have a translator in my what are they called, extension in my browser, because I was a cheater in high school and flunked out of French because of it. So the Star said in chat, fighting was a cute little tilde.
Fight though. I see. That's like cheering. That's like a cheering thing. Fighting. Oh god. Okay, we are getting into the matchup. Shirahone had better enjoy that few minutes of rest because Star is quite the wall to climb.
Really going to be a very exciting matchup. I think they're talking about food in chat. Okay.
Okay. And we are getting right into it. Okay, let's see. Very opportune bag for a bit of a TKI action here.
Dropping.
Yeah. Oh god. All that rest is getting to Shirahone. He does not want rest. He only wants violence.
You see Star slamming through garbage.
Star is just staying at the bottom right now. He's not even doing anything. He's not even concerned about trying to win or anything. He just wants to play Tetris. This is the embodiment of Tetris and chill. Oh,
we're seeing exactly what we expected from Star, and it looks like Shirahone is doing their best to give them just the grossest garbage they can.
Yeah.
Ooh, hanging a L piece from Star. And,
and that is going to be 3 consecutive misdrops. The first round goes to Shirahone, very anticlimactically. Oh no. Oh no.
You starting off
nice.
with another misdrop.
Yeah.
Let's hope they don't get an opener name after him.
Yep.
Couldn't get the SRS on that T-spin.
Star is being a little bit overly greedy here, but is it going to work? It's not going to work. Oh, it is though. It is though. Star takes his first round, I suppose.
Clean TKO start.
Yeah.
They're back, I should say.
Very painful misdrops, but
quite antsy, having almost a full piece per second over Star.
Yeah. But Star does not mind.
Burn.
Ooh.
Star getting pushed to the top of their board and not having the right piece sequence to keep that down set going.
Took too much time there, I think. Tried to greet for a spike of sorts. Star is not playing as safe as I predicted he would, but M2U though, losing that consistency, like he's misdropping so much. Korean stacking. You love to see it. Koreans doing Korean stacking.
MTU has slowed down, ramping that speed back up as they get more comfortable, being more deliberate with their placements.
Absolutely brilliant conversion here, but is it going to save them? No, it isn't. And M2U is going to take the first set on match points. Both of the times M2U lost, he lost because he misdropped. and all the times that Star lost, he lost because he got too comfortable. I don't know. I'm a prophet, maybe. Yeah, we are getting into another set here, and see what Star brings to the table.
Going for a PC opening, but couldn't quite find the pieces. Taking some early garbage, took it out of the cards. MTU keeping their stack deliberately clean.
Prioritizing offensive right now, finds an absolutely beautiful combo sequence, but it's not going to be too much of a problem for Star to now back to, I don't think. It is. Too soon, Kamoto, too soon. It's going to be M2U after an insane combo, sending like a double TSD, I believe it was, finishing off Star. Very spectacular pressure, very spectacular pressure. M2U knows now. He knows he's got the leeway. He knows Star is giving him the pace. But
very slight misdrop from MTU.
Yeah, very unfortunate. On line 18 as well.
We can see MTU adapting in live time as they have been slowing down their openers and then ramping up speed as it goes on. Setting up a clean donation. Yep. They have all the room to downstack on MTU.
Yeah, M2U knows that Star will not contest for the pacing here, so he's just taking his time, just trying to be consistent with his placements here. Like saving stamina while he's at it as well.
Pushing to end this quickly, hovering at almost a 4 pieces per second on MTU's side.
As soon as I say he's trying to save stamina. Finds quite the useful conversion, but Star is still at the bottom of their board. Star right now is trying to do their best for a conversion, but not going to be able to find too much here, not too quickly either, but is bursting for is bursting and trying to finish off M2U. Not going to be able to find the win though. Oh, M2U. 4 PPS back-to-back bursts. Deathly.
Oh, misdrop from Star.
Ooh. And MTU takes the second set. If Star doesn't find a strategy or a way to adapt, MTU might run away with a complete sweep again. MTU is being very reactive right now, which I love. He's carefully planning out what to do. It's not like he does macro, right? But he does some of it. It's some macro. He feels that Star doesn't really have the pressure, so he's slowing down. He's getting the consistency he needs, and then when he's confident, he's going to burst like 4.5 BPS and try and finish off Star. And so far it's working out really well. Star really needs to try and take control of the situation, and that he just did 200 ppm on the conversion. Beautiful coming out from Star. Yeah, this is what I'm trying to say, right? Star really needs to try and take back that control from M2U's hand, and yeah.
Star is just switching to a pure DPS, trying to match the overwhelming force, catch them off guard in the beginning, seeing how they're slowing down to make sure that their MTU's opener is strong. Star is turning that against them, using that brief moment to slam them with extra garbage.
Yeah, extremely potent.
It looks like MTU caught the hint and is now returning that to Star, both of them now starting to try and push that opener, get as much damage out early as possible.
Yeah, and trying to take control of the pace as well. It's officially become a pacing contest. And we're in for some very chaotic games, I think. Star has decided enough is enough, and they're going to try for some more risky plays now. And that downstack ability, it still remains though. Even when they're trying to go for risky plays, they've got a surefire ticket to get out, right? Their downstack ability is just incredible.
Misdrop from Star turning into a small force spike. But leaving them with a pretty messy board and having to take on a lot of garbage. Slamming it all down in that typical Star fashion.
Ooh, very risky donation come out from M2U. It's going to work though, as Star does not have the Q nor the garbage. Well for it. And it's going to be time breaker. Pass through coming out. We see pass through what yet again? I think it was Star stacking ability really puts to the test here. M2U finding absolutely beautiful 5-4 conversion and an absolutely beautiful sequence. That is going to be Star's turn with the pressure now. Star cannot find anything though. And M2U, after the counter spike, will come out on top.
Wonderfully clean, full board to a PC to MTU, just for MTU to spit up all back onto Star and not be able to keep that clean and get forced out.
Very well done. Coming out from both players here. Star could not find a good sequence at the end there. Very unfortunate, but it's going to be M2U taking that set.
Now,
bringing it to a 3-0.
Another clean bag for a TKI.
Trying for some risky setups here.
And cleanly downstacking. setting up a pretty unfortunate line dependency that they have to dig out of. Well, Star has a relatively clean board to start fighting back, but MTU cleans up a little bit faster.
Oh, MTU's got quite the dependency here. He's going to have to try and skim, does it, and is now under quite the pressure against from Star. Star can't really find any clean to convert it into a kill here.
Combination from MTU there.
I like it.
But they're getting forced up and not having the pieces to downstack, finding them, but barely. The Star has a very empty board and a little bit of cheese.
Extremely fortunate well here.
Quads.
Yeah, extremely fortunate well here for M2U, and is going to convert it into a Tetris double TS lead. Star is going to succumb to that spike. Got a bit of an MTO here, bit of a classic opener.
Looks like Star sacrificed a little bit of opening power for a little bit of a stronger mid game, and it didn't pay off.
Yeah, caught himself in a 9-0 there. Could not downstack. Extremely potent RNG on the Star side. Very unfortunate. Ooh, extremely potent RNG. Did you say? MTU finding an absolutely brilliant garbage wall, and now he's going to convert it into a 10 back-to-back, trying for 11-12, but it's not going to be needed. MTU takes a clean sweep over Star.
4-0 now.
My
Star's
God.
really getting backed into a corner. It's going to take a lot from Star to start bringing this back.
Yeah.
Almost seems like Star is trying to do a sort of research and development to try and find some sort of way to keep MTU's pressure at bay. And with some unfortunate SRS from Star starting off.
Very interesting decision going off for MTU there. He declined the PC. Ooh. Probably for the best.
Very sudden down spike from MTU as Star continues to try and clean their board, but it's not enough, forcing them up and out.
One single decision saved M2U there. If he had taken that PC, he would have definitely lost that round. Star would have had way too much to work with. I don't know how, but he decided not to take it, and it worked in his favor. Not going to be like that this time around though. Star 120 APM, not too much, but barely enough to kill M2U. Very weak conversions coming out from M2U here. It's going to be in quite this tight spot. Very beautiful conversion yet again from M2U.
Are heavily on the back foot. MTU taking that pace, taking a page out of Bazzy's book, using what he learned in that fight to claw his way back and get his revenge.
It's an anime protagonist, this guy. Ooh. Oh, there.
Star has their own little heart of the cards as they clean out their board.
Ooh, very nicely done coming out from Star. Tried for a very safe playstyle there. M2U did not notice and it took all the risks he wanted in the world. Had to pay for it.
are keeping their stack as short as they can, sending as many T-spin doubles as they can, keep that board low and clean, keeping that attack up to break the sweep and Star takes the first set from MTU.
Very, very nicely done coming out from the start. Just insane consistency and insane, I suppose, timing. His decision making there was everything. MTU just did not know what Star was doing, so and went for the wrong decisions, and Star just made very good use of it. Very well done coming out from Star. Very impressive pressure as well. But we are going to go to a new set, like, immediately. Wow, that was quick. Yeah, we've got TKI, we've got MTU here. We're going to try for a bit of an LSD, going to cancel that into a down stack, and we've got mid game. Yeah, we've got mid game on relative equilibrium as well. Going to be Star, who's going to be the one sending first. MTU under quite a bit of pressure right now, but going to solve it all with a Tetris and a down stack from there. Very nicely done.
Star not being able to make a proper planted down stack, but eventually getting there, finding the right pieces, getting them where they need to be, setting up a wonderful DT cannon.
Ooh, beautiful stuff from the Star there. It's not going to be enough. M2U pressure is just too much.
Star
very
downstacking is where they're comfortable, and they downstack they do. As MTU gets sent to the top and has to fight his way down, just as he made Star.
This matchup is really reminiscent of Firestorm versus QMK back in the days. Hold on, I have been disconnected. Okay. Oh, I have not. I'm back. I don't think for long though.
MTU starting out with a TKI, sending a good T-spin to Star, who is doing their best to turn it back, but has to dig down. Taking a slight misdrop with that L piece. Keeping that pressure on, making sure Star has much to work with and dig through. Starting to keep that stack a little bit more safe as they play more towards the bottom. But Star forcing them up, so they get MTU returns a T-spin double into a quad.
Hold on, I need to fix my internet.
Both of the stacks being relatively the same height until Star sends a big spike over to MTU, which returns it almost in full. Star's on the defensive, trying to keep their stack from getting any higher and still dig down, but not quite making it as MTU sends a crazy big spike. One to one in this set. As MTU starts off with a T-spin single, keeping that pace setting, forcing Star to react and dig deep, claw through what they can. Star hesitated, trying to find the right way to downstack and not having enough time to start defending, whereas MTU has all that time to keep adding that pressure, keep pushing garbage onto them. Star slamming a hard spike onto MTU just to keep their board clean. MTU is already returning it and giving Star a full board of garbage and taking the set, bringing it, I believe, to 5-1? Yeah, 5-1.
Yeah, it's going to be set point, isn't it? Okay, so I'm going to have a bit of a latency watching Andy's stream. Please bear with me, but I'm going to try and cast as best I can.
Star did break the
Okay.
sweep, but they're going to have to put in a lot of elbow grease to make sure that they can take this game, or this seat in the tourney.
Yeah. Got some TKI versus PCO action. It's going to be Star who's going to be the person making the first mistake here. It's not going to be too much though.
Very creative burns on Star's side to make sure it stays clean.
Yeah.
MTU at a slight disadvantage, having more garbage, quickly turning it into an advantage against Star, as Star is trying to burn down, get to that bottom, get to that quad.
Ooh. Got MTU trying for some very, very delicious looking sequences here.
Start up on the SRS one more time, but still finding a way to dig down.
Star survives through everything. M2U on the verge of 11 back-to-back right now. 12, 13, 14, and Star is still surviving.
A slight misdrop takes them out after a 17 spike sent to MTU, who responded to 16
17 back-to-backs. 17 back-to-backs was what it took to finally put Star to sleep.
22 spike from Star after taking on that all clear and sending an all clear. Truly phenomenal in a very short match.
Some very nice clunky gameplay from Star. Oh my god. Talking about nail biters.
Once again, MTU is slamming on that pressure towards the end of the set, trying to end it as quickly as possible.
I would have expected him to try and conserve his stamina for his upcoming matchup, but no, MTU refusing to relent right now.
Well,
Going to have to find
keep some stamina,
miracle.
Keep these matches short.
Yeah, that's one way as well. It's one way to think about it as well.
Start trying to plan ahead for the down stack, sacrificing a little bit of time.
Ooh, Star taking that spike head on, surviving well. So to go for a 5-4 back-to-back sequence here. Not going to be able to find too much as they find themselves having to downstack. M2U on the other hand, extremely comfortable on line 18, where you should not be comfortable. What is going on? This is not Tetra League. This is TCK. What is MTU doing with his own stack? I do not understand, but it's clearly working. But no, that down stack though, that down stack is not working. And as going to, yeah, no, that misdrop from MTU's on MTU's board was too much, and Star is going to take it to a match point, a tiebreaker. Sorry.
A little bit on the back foot here. Star will not relent this pressure. Oh, big misdrop from MTU.
Opting to play it safe, unfortunately, and MTU still struggling with his own misdrop, but is going to make it out alive for the time being. We'll have to find a lot.
Star.
Yeah, extremely nice sequence. Ooh, and Star is going to be the one. Okay. GG.
Very good
Extremely interesting matchup. Star could
Very
not
hard
find.
fought.
Yeah, Star could not find a winning formula in the end. At the end there, very unfortunately. Very unfortunately so. But extremely good showing coming out from both players, and I hope M2U still got enough stamina for the next round.
MTU
Uh,
just using these other players as stepping stones to get to Bazzi to take that revenge.
yeah, Bazzi is going to have a one set advantage here. M2U, I don't know. M2U is
MTU asking for a brief break before taking on Bazzi after having to slam through so many opponents to get back to him.
yeah. So yeah, we are going to have grand finals, and you know what? I'm hoping for a bracket reset. That's all I'm hoping for. I'm not cheering for anyone, but I'm hoping for a bracket reset. Like, we need to see this matchup. M2U turned up the second day, completely changed his playstyle, completely changed his approach to the game, and is back for vengeance. He wants his title as the Korean champion, and I don't know. Both of them are country number one for some reason. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Bazzi is the current standing number one Korean on the on Tetra League.
Bengi being the third and getting taken out by MTU, who I believe is a Scottish Tetrio player.
Yeah, all of them should be Korean. I think he changed his flag.
I don't know how it works. But they are very, very close in Tetra League rank, being a point apart. MTU and Bazzi.
Yeah. Going to be a very interesting matchup here. MTU going to fight. Of intermission. Oh, intermission. 13 minutes. Okay, so we don't need to talk throughout all 13 minutes, do we? Right. Take care, chat. We'll be back after a short break, an ad break, if you will.
Alright, I'm gonna use this brief time to use the restroom.
Hello? Am I back? Oh god. Yeah, Fox, you don't need to like mute. You can we can still talk. Andy muted us on stream. Oh god.
And I've returned.
We're going to have a friendlies between the we don't need to cast over it, I think. And Andy, you should put like something on the stream overlay saying it's a bonus thing before the grand finals. Yeah. Oh god. Yeah, I need some more water. My internet is absolutely giving up right now, so Tetrio is a no-go. I'll have to cast using Andy's stream, which is very suboptimal.
Be better if I also used Andy's stream then, so we're commentating at the same time.
No. Someone needs to like be reacting like in real time to the to what's happening. I can just like add on stuff. So it's better if at least one of us is probably looking at the game. Is properly looking at the game. I don't think there's much of a delay between Andy's stream and the game. Probably like a 1 or 2 seconds delay at most, which is barely anything. It's a lot, right? It's a lot when it comes to like these plays.
It's a lot.
Yeah. But like I usually can't keep up with everything anyway, so it's like it's negligible, I suppose.
I spent most of that hour we had researching openers so I could use proper terminology, and I'm like, I recognize the opener, but I don't remember what it's called.
Very nice. I mean, it's something to talk about, but most of the time we get mid game anyway. I need to get and grab some water. Hold on, I'll be right back. Alright, I am back. We're not casting over this, are we? Yeah, we're not.
No, I believe this is Andy versus the Korean tournament organizer.
Yeah.
Andy coming out swinging.
Save your stamina. Oh god. Really excited for this this last game. I don't know what the fuck's going on with what is his name again? Fuck.
Shirahone?
Shirahone, yeah. I don't know what the fuck's going on with Shirahone's playstyle today, but like it's hype.
It's that revenge quest.
Yeah.
And starting a story arc.
Absolute anime protagonist. They're actually the first and second place in terms of Tetra League placement on Tetrio, so it's like, oh, rivalries. Andy should be Andy, you should give everyone like you should pick everyone again for a grand finals. I remember Team TSD does that, so probably a good thing. If Jet and Drench does it, probably good.
Thought I lost audio there because I stopped hearing things.
I just didn't say anything.
Well, I didn't hear the gameplay going either, and I guess I was hallucinating it or something.
Thought I drank from the wrong thing. Oh, room temperature Coca-Cola. Ah, ew.
It'll never be as unfortunate as my father, who chews tobacco, and he has a spit cup on his desk.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I'm
I'm
not a I'm not a
God.
fan of nicotine in general, but ugh.
Oh god, I've got it good. Ah.
2 bad misdrops from best tip. I'm glad I'm not the only one who still holds on to that classic 9-0 opener. Going
Yeah.
for a simple Tetris.
we see like classic Tetris peeps do that a lot over in modern. Like if we see a 9-0, we ask, "Are you from classic?" Like, now you guys have a very peculiar way to stack as well.
Just because of how different the games are, you have to optimize for very simple stacking and just getting Tetrises.
Yeah. Oh, we've got Andy making one fatal mistake here. Andy's fighting Pencil. Oh. That's all the TOs. We've got a great system going from Pencil. Not going to be able to find anything though. Going to find the second PC though. Going to find the BPC though. Oh my god.
Andy.
Oh god. Oh dear lord.
Oops, all PCs.
Fighting against a DPC player is great, isn't it?
Pencil taking
That's
that
like-
final point as Andy gives up.
Yeah. There's sportsmanship. Who needs it? Okay. We can probably go back to commentating in a bit for a few minutes. Hold on, let's see. Yeah, we've got 4 minutes.
Pencil.
Yeah, we've got 4 minutes.
All clear from Pencil. It seems to be their go-to move, and it works very well.
Wait, are we live right now? Are we saying? Are we on stream right now?
I don't believe so. It looks like the mixer volumes are all down.
Okay. Next, the audio is down. Yeah. Okay, tell us when we're about to do something. Ooh.
Yeah. Ooh. Messed up from best tip. Setting up that staircase donation. One of those openers that I saw but forgot the name of.
Ooh. Oh,
Could have had
best
a
up,
cheeky
no.
line spin in there. Been a little goofy. Speaking of line spins, Pencil getting a full clear.
And so not going to be able to find the third PC in time. Very surprising. It's a very nice stack optimization options. Oh, Pencil, what the fuck are you doing? Pencil, Pencil, no!
Going easy on the poor guy.
Enzo has started Korean stacking. I do not know what to say. I do. I used to work on a. I used to work for tours, and like for these high paced games that you and I cast are like okay, they're easy, right? But like more often than not, like if you're looking at like SS players over in tours players, there's nothing to like cast. So I'm really just tempted to just go full golf casting on them. But they didn't allow me, so that was a bummer. It's very sad.
My poorly or not very technology literate mother sent me a text and seems to be tuned in. So.
Oh, send her my regards. Sounds like a very lovely lady. Got pencil topping out. We got Mr. T-Spin's STD. Very nice opener name.
I wasn't paying attention. What happened to Pencil?
He topped out once and then he got STD'd on. That's a very ambiguous phrase. That's a very weird phrase to say. Yeah, best tip uses STD. Oh my god. Ought to be a war crime somewhere in the world. Oh god.
That misdrop.
Oh god. Childbirth is a 10 on the pain index. That ought to be an 11. Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, okay. Should be getting back any minute now. Oh, I can read that. That says ha. Ha 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 ha.
My Korean's very rusty, but I believe I mean, it translates to just ah, so I believe I believe they're called an ong, which is basically a non-letter that you put next to vowels that signify that they by themselves.
Yeah. Is it? Huh. That was the huh sound.
I could be completely
Anyway, Bazzy, we're not unmuted. We're not unmuted. Oh, we are.
We are. Oh, okay. We were live that entire time.
We were on the entire time. We thought. Sorry, stream. Welcome back, stream. So I've been swearing. My bad. If there are children and old ladies watching, I'm sorry. Anyway, let's go back to the matchup, yeah? We've got the grand finals going on right now. M2U absolutely commanding the pace right now. Bazzy giving it up for a little bit. But is going to try and contest it in a little bit. Ooh, and it's going to be M2U making the mistake first. Bazzy taking that win.
Already setting the
spectacular
pace of this set as a very close, tight-knit game.
M2U asked for vengeance, but oh, it's going to be a hard road. It's going to be a strangest.
Start sending the stream out to all your friends because this is going to be a very exciting game.
M2U going to opt for a very suboptimal down stack here to try and get out. Try and spike Bazzi out. Bazzi's tanking everything, cancelling everything. It is not even phased. M2U finding a sequence though, finding a counter 4, counter 8. Okay, it's finding a 5-4 sequence right now. Will convert it into a down stack, not having too much of anything. Bazzi under lots of cheese and garbage and pressure and everything, the kitchen sink as well. M2U relatively safe, going to try for a sequence here, not going to be able to find too much. Bazzi going to be the one on the response, going to build an STSD, going to counter 4, and now he's going to try and downstack. M2U
downstack he does, barely holding on. M2U putting on a lot of pressure, really taking command, unlike we saw yesterday where M2U was kind of struggling to keep pace with Bazzi.
Both of them are desperately fighting for that pace right now, and it's M2U who's going to come out on top, I think, if not for that misdrop. But he fixes it within in the blink of an eye.
As soon as he needs to.
Yeah.
I don't know what M2U has in his system. Maybe got a little extra sleep, brand new gamer chair or something. But he's putting on an amazing show and really showing Bazzi what he can do.
Yeah. M2U. How long can you keep this up? Bazzi still waiting for that mistake. One small mistake and M2U is gone. One more miss. Oh, and that is a mistake Bazzi needed, but that's not going to be enough. Bazzi does not have the pressure. Now he's going to have to convert the down stack into something. And both players are yet again at equilibrium. Absolutely breathtaking game coming out from both players right here.
Clearing it.
Yeah.
MTU setting up a nice donation, sending it as soon as they can. Trying to keep that board clean, well open.
Bazzi cancelling it with a sub-optimal donation, and that is going to cost him the round. That one sub-optimal donation that led to overstacking. M2U took advantage of it, and oh my god, this fight for the pace is absolutely insane. M2U on the DPC right now. Bazzi going to have to find a response, finds it. M2U cannot get the PC off.
Finding a DT cannon and all of that, Bazzi's just trying to send back, get that pressure back under their feet, trying to get comfortable.
Can we even keep this up? Can we even keep this up for like for the next few sets? I don't think. What the hell is even going on?
It's gonna be a long match. These two are going to hold on as hard as they can to get as far as they can.
Yeah.
We're gonna see a lot of deciders this today.
Ooh, Bazzi trying for a very risky setup here, trying to take command back into his own hands. M2U not going to let that go, I don't think. Going to try for an even more risky setup. Oh, almost got out alive. One more line was all he needed. 1-2. Bazzi takes it to match point.
Bazzi reminding MTU of what they can do and what they did in yesterday.
Yeah.
Pushing them to the losers bracket. MTU taking an extra
is-
second to plan out their board, keep it very clean. Because
But
that is a little
MTU
bit of inoptimal garbage.
MTU today, he understands his assignment, but will he be able to do it? Will he be able to take control out of Bazzy's hands? So far, it's not going that well, but who can say?
Very
Bazzy being
fortunate and clean garbage for MTU, being able to keep his stack clean and just keep down stacking.
Yeah, Bazzy not even trying to play slow right now, going 3.7 PPS for all of these games.
Both of these players pushing each other to their absolute limits.
#1 of Korea and the #2 of Korea. That may change today. And MTU is putting everything on the line for it. Cobble tunnel as well.
Slight misdrop from MTU, maybe? I can never tell if they're setting up a T-spin or misdropping.
Ah, that was no time for jokes. Bazzy finding a brilliant sequence, and MTU Chirohone did not have a response. Could not find a response. Absolutely breathtaking set coming off from both players here. Very good showing. MTU though, I don't know. I don't know what he could have done there. Bazzy coming out with like 3.7 PPS. He has been playing slow. He has chosen to play it slow and consistently. Not today, not against MTU. He knows that his title is on the line. He knows that he needs to find something, and he's actually just striding to that something right now.
Very in sync all clears followed by a misdrop by MTU, giving Bazzy the first
very
point.
unfortunate stuff. Got PCO into a bit of a circle PC, I believe it wasn't. But now we've got mid game yet again. It's going to be MTU who's going to have the edge in this mid game, though, as he does have the most amount of clean garbage on the board. After he returns it, Bazzy returns it.
Hung up
And
on
after-
SRS, and absolutely once he finds a fast down stack, he loses no time.
Ooh, Bazzy finding a very risky setup there, but was not much of a problem. MTU going to be able to make it out alive once again, in spite of that risky setup from Bazzy. Ooh, bit of a hamburger stack into a Tetris is going to take care of M2U. Shirohone cannot find a way to break through that pace control from Bazzy. It's just absolutely insane stuff.
Perfectly synced all clears once again. Really showing how both of these players are trying to play as efficiently as possible. After all, great minds think alike.
As they do. M2U though cannot find too much of a sequence here.
Got a cheese on their board too. Clean it up and get ready to slam down their down spikes. Buzzword,
Very
buzzword,
well
buzzword.
done, but yeah, very well done, but it's not going to be able to cause too much of a trouble for Bazzy. Bazzy just keeps finding these absolutely brilliant conversions. Oh, as a misdrop coming out from Bazzy, going to fix it in a jiffy. And that Bazzy fixed it, but was not in time. MTU found very good sequence. Well done.
Oh, sudden 18 spike from MTU, putting Bazzy on the back foot once again. Up to a 8 back-to-back on Bazzy's board, having to break it to clean up the court a little bit.
Ooh.
Quickly cleaning their stack.
MTU going for all sorts of compromises here in order to, yeah, and it worked. He went for all sorts of compromises and to try and take Bazzy out of his comfort zone, and it worked. Bazzy could not find the cue, could not find the solution for that situation.
Big potential for a reverse sweep from M2U here.
Yeah.
But Bazzy is not having it. But M2U digs down.
Barely though. Oh,
Finds
almost
the
made
eyepiece.
it out. Almost made it out. The Q was not supportive of that endeavor though. Absolutely brilliant games coming out from both players, but Bazzy with that insane setup at the end, just caught M2U off guard. Shiro Hone couldn't do anything about it.
And
the
set to 2-0 in Bazzy's favor.
Yeah. So a note for chat. The person in the winner's bracket does have a 1-set advantage. So Bazzy needs to win 6 while no, Bazzy needs to win 5 while M2U only needs to win 6. No.
Bazzy 5, M2U 6.
Yeah, that's right. I can't talk today, there's something wrong with me.
Both of these players slamming each other with everything they have. Bazzy finding a very clean down stack.
Ooh, MTU compromising though. Compromising and he makes it out of that situation. Not too difficult of a situation, but Bazzy will take advantage of any opening you make. And while M2U was struggling to get out, Bazzy was building up for a killer move. M2U needs to find something here. He needs to find something more.
MTU finding a 20 spike to start off the match and taking Bazzy down.
4.2 PPS! 200 APM to start everything off. Oof.
MTU
Take
going out
that,
of the way
Bazzy.
to remind Bazzy to not get comfortable.
Yeah. Message sent. And Bazzy returns with almost 4 BPS, 214 APM. What a response! My guys, Bazzy straight up said, neither can you get comfortable with me. Oh my god.
Hirone bringing yet again to a decider.
Extremely insane. Like that was a very lucky sequence of pieces coming out from M2U. He had to compromise his stack as well, but luckily enough, it was enough to finish off Bazzy. But now we've got a new match. We've got a new round, and okay, Bazzy is going to have the edge here in terms of stacking, but it's going to be M2U who squeezes out the last attack, catching Bazzy off guard. He
Another
takes the
22
set.
spike from MTU.
Oh my
bringing us now
god.
to, it would be 1-3. MDU Bazzy. Because Bazzy has the extra point and we've done...
Oof. Yeah, extremely exciting matchup. That's like what, the 6th time we've said that that particular phrase. Yeah, there's another set.
Is the truth.
Yeah. Ooh, MTU going for a risky setup here.
A very clean 09 setup from MTU, and he just slams down Tetrises. Sprinting against Bazzi.
Ooh,
Getting a
Bazzi's
lot of
having
garbage.
none of it though.
Digging
Oh.
down. Not quite finding the pieces. Bazzi taking the first round of the set.
Too much clean garbage sent. Bazzi had none of it. Bazzi just absolutely like a god at refusing clean garbage. You do not want to send too much and then get too complacent against Bazzi.
Deal with some unfortunate pieces and even more unfortunate garbage.
M2U was going to have to relinquish that match point. He needs to find 3 wins in a row here if he wants the set. And that against Bazzi is a tall order.
Very unfortunate misdrops from MTU. Let's see how he cleans it.
Yeah, almost had the EPC as well. Bazzi would have been on life support, but
MTU finding his way down. Hanging another Z piece.
ooh, MTU making all sorts of compromises. Bazzi counting to 8. Down stacking through a lot of cheese right now, trying his damnedest to send anything and not giving M2U that control of the pace. M2U, massive power stack, but did not manage to send a lot. Did not manage to send enough to kill Bazzi. Now it's Bazzi's turn with the garbage.
Forward.
Yeah.
Really showing it off, slamming down a lot of combos.
MTU could not find the cue for that TSD Tetris there. Decided to go for a compromise. Let's see.
3 12 spikes in a row to take Bazzi out. And
Oof,
MTU has to reverse sweep the set to take it.
Ooh, tall order.
We've seen
Bazzi.
them almost do.
Yeah.
It's not out of the cards, getting an all clear.
Bazzi finding an absolutely brilliant conversion and takes the set in spectacular fashion. 4 PPS, 170 APM without the use of garbage. Insane stuff. Oh no, there was some garbage actually. But oh god. Insane conversions coming out from Bazzi. M2U needs to stay on his toes. Needs to be ready whenever he's sending clean. If there's a strategy that can save Shirohone right now, I would say is to send enough clean and then expect the counter spike, right? It's hard. It's very hard to do, but that may be the key to victory here for M2U. But it's hard to say. Bazzi, like if you expect the clean, and then Bazzi notices that you're kind of letting go, he is going to take you to town, basically. Very difficult to say right now. Bazzi making a bit of a mistake, but going to be able to fix everything in a jiffy. M2U though going to have to make a lot of compromises for these down stacks.
MTU looking very ahead in their stack, making sure not to cover any future wells that they might have. Really keeping their stack clean as they can.
Bazzi makes a mistake on row 18, but Shirohone did not have anything to exploit it. And had to perish for it. You hate to see the revenge arc go like this.
Starting out with that much pressure, it's still very swingy. Bazzi definitely has the advantage, but MTU's got a lot of spirit.
We're seeing some more defensive play coming out from M2U yet again. I think he's once again succumbing to that pressure. He's once again letting Bazzi have the pace control that Bazzi wants. But
digging everywhere to find as much pressure as he can, hanging in OPs on the left. Building up just enough to make a little bit of a combo out of it.
Bazzi having the pace control is now just absolutely decimating whatever's left of Shiro Hone. Oh my god. Like, yeah, if you fight Bazzi for the pace control, you can't win. If you don't fight for it, Bazzi just absolutely murders you. It's a dilemma, and one that I don't think M2U's got an answer to right now.
Really seeing how Bazzi forces that other player to endure a lot and have to think as fast as they can, to play as fast as they can, just to keep up with how much overwhelming pressure they make. But not in the way MTU brought in at the start of this day, but in a more mentally taxing, making them come up with these creative burns, come up with these very creative setups, and push them further.
Yeah. Bazzi, I think, made a mistake there and just gave the round to MTU. MTU had a very fortunate stack after a very good conversion. And, yeah, very well done from MTU, but I don't think it's very reliable. I don't think it's a very reliable strategy to trust yourself in. Yeah, right now MTU is just trying to be as consistent as he can be, and just try and not give Bazzi the opening that Bazzi wants, while sufficiently fighting for the pace control as well. Very well done here. Well, very nice control here coming out from M2U, but Bazzi is still dishing out these insane sequences and spikes, and that last spike, 4 combos into a Tetris after 2 TSDs, way too much. And Bazzi takes another set, and that should be set point, I think.
Yes. No?
No? Okay, so the next
7 set, okay.
Okay, 7 sets. How many has Bazzi won again?
Yeah,
5, okay. Oof, but
yeah.
M2U needs to find something, eh? His stamina is running thin, and I doubt he can keep up with Bazzi for much longer. And yet he still hasn't the faintest idea of how to.
Very clean down stack from MTU, putting a lot of pressure on Bazzi, but having to compromise a little bit of the stack to keep putting on pressure.
Oh, and Bazzi is still on such a clean. Compromising nothing.
Keep his well covered for a while, but finding it, slamming down a lot of garbage onto Bazzi, who in turn slams back as hard as they can, taking the first round of the set.
When Bazzi is taking, when Shiro Hone is trying to command the pace, he compromises some things. His stack, may it be his stacks, his back-to-back, Bazzi compromises nothing when it comes to trying and pressure his opponent. That's the key difference between these two. And I think, Bazzi made another insane conversion and took the win again. I think M2U can probably use that to his advantage. Playing it inefficiently has got one thing to it, is that you send a lot of cheese. I think you can use that sort of But then again, it's Bazzi. He downstacks and he cancels, and it's insane stuff. And
MTU having no pieces to clean up his board and having to give Bazzi the sweep.
Insane stuff coming out from Bazzi. Like, even when Shirohone tried to send cheese, even when he tried to send like mixed garbage and all that stuff, Bazzi just converts everything into clear, just sends it right back. How does one man see a line of cheese and decided, oh, let's go for a TSS? I don't get it. Bazzi, insane conversions, and just absolute, and the consistency of this man is insane. Shirohone, it's hard to say. Shirohone needs to find something, and no one can say what that something is. Bazzi in his absolute peak form right now, not even relenting by a single 0.1 PPS. And oof. You going for some risky setups here, changing his approach. If he's not going to have control of the pace, so be it. He's going to return everything. Ooh.
MTU keeping low on the board, knowing that Bazzi is going to find some sort of deep spike to slam at them. Having to compromise their stack a little bit with that L piece. Jag, one of the two.
M2U is now on the ropes now. He's got to downstack everything. Yeah, now the pace is now Bazzi's. And now Bazzi demonstrate absolute precision. My god, the moment M2U lets up and has to resort to downstacking and has to resort to these downstack compromises, Bazzi will notice. Bazzi can smell your fear.
Bad misdrop from MTU. Hanging a TP's high.
We'll get it out alive though. We'll get out alive though. Ooh.
Bazzi. Having to think a little bit too far ahead and placing another Z piece on the wrong side.
Yeah.
Very quick all clear from both of them. MTU finds a second perfect clear. Third perfect clear.
Yeah. DPC coming out from M2U. And that is going to be a Plonk TSD coming out as well, but that is not going to be enough to make a dent on Bazzi. The absolute consistency of this man is insane, yet M2U is still trying his damnedest. He is downstacking, he is finding these TSDs, he found a way out. Bazzi now on life support right now pretty much, but will find a way out. Still.
That's all that garbage to work with, quickly making a T-spin into a quad. MTU has a very clean stack.
Bazzi going for a little bit of a cheeky Z spin as well. Ooh. M2U. If he does not do anything with his stack right now, oh, he finds a spike, barely enough to finish off Bazzi when Bazzi least expected it.
PC right out of the gate from MTU, finding a lot of comfort in that opener, really being able to put on a lot of pressure and give themselves a little bit of breathing room from that overwhelming pressure that Bazzi always likes to start off with.
Yeah.
Misdrop from MTU, and it sounds like a little bit of a SRS problem with Bazzi. Very clean stack, putting a lot of pressure on Bazzi.
Yeah, Shirohone has found an answer to that dilemma. As long as you send Bazzi will succumb. And with 4 PPS, 200 APM, Shirahone takes a second set for himself.
Bringing us
My God, that
6.
Yes, I believe.
MTU has a lot to dig in and pull out if they want to take this from Bazzi.
Yeah.
But as they've shown, they're finding that pressure in the beginning to really take hold and not give Bazzi that comfortable lead that they always seem to find.
Yeah, but the margins are so thin, right? The moment you make a single mistake on your stacking, like Bazzi, like you're going to have to like resort to down stacking, right? And Bazzi is going to smell your fear, basically. It's hard. It's very, very difficult to be so consistent and so accurate with your stacking without relenting, without sacrificing speed, right? And MTU somehow found that consistency for 3 rounds in a row.
Can't clean it out in time. Bazzi takes that first round.
Oof. Yeah, and as I was saying, yeah, Shirahone somehow found that consistency for 3 rounds in a row, but that's nothing short of a miracle.
Having to compromise the stack again, giving Bazzi too much pressure in the beginning and losing because of it. Losing that round.
That's going to be tournament point, I think. Ooh. And Shirahone does not have a way out. The penalty was too much. And there you have it. Your 2023 TCK champion, Bazzi, once again brings home, what was it, 100 US dollars? 600 US dollars. And the title of Korea's strongest. Bazzi absolutely insane showing in the earlier stages. He kept his calm. He kept his consistency as around like 2.7 PPS almost throughout the earlier rounds of the top 10, top 4, and just poured out all stops to go against Shirahone, and it was spectacular. The absolutely insane consistency, the pace control, the efficiency as well on his down stack it was perfect, almost. I don't know what to say. Foxy can do Shirahone, absolutely insane showing as well. Very, very commendable efforts. But the amount of consistency that you need to match, to match his opponent back then was just insane. You can't do that like while you're striding. And basically, you have to stride. You have to play at your quickest. You have to, like, both your wits and your hands have to be quick. To play against, and
generates that pressure is making his opponents think so far ahead, use all of their Q as it's coming up, and makes them jump through mental gymnastics and put that mental stamina where Shirahone really slammed through the rest of the competition just through overwhelming force by itself. Bazzi's putting that mental strain of just keeping that garbage a little messy to where they have to compromise their stacks in the future to get big spikes, but they can't quite down stack.
Yeah, but and it's a dilemma, right? I said it before. It's a dilemma. If you down stack, Bazzi is going to know if you're trying to down stack and you're going to be swept away by the pressure. You can't down stack all of that. Bazzi is going to have the leeway. Bazzi is going to have the sequences to kill you, to make sure you don't have a way out. And it's insane. While you're taking your time, he's going to make sure to have like a 20 spike ready by the time you're out. And it's, oh god, it's beautiful. Yeah, extremely close matches, extremely good showing from all the players in top 4. Major congratulations to Bazzi, and as well as congratulations in order for the rest of top 4, and massive thank yous to everyone who showed up to the tourney, everyone who showed up to the streams. I don't know what to say. Thank you, Andy, for having me over. It was an experience, to say the least. And Foxbeat as well for accompanying me.
Thank you for introducing me to the world of commentary. This has been a lot of fun and truly some amazing matches to